All right, welcome to It's a Metal Thing. Today I am starting, this video is about starting a project that I've been thinking about for a while, probably, 15 years, maybe. Growing up in high school, I had a friend, his name was Rod Ramharder. He had a early Falcon. I don't know what year it was white. It was raised in the front. It wasn't a straight axle car, but it sat high, and he had a big, giant, 10 or 12 inch wide slots on it with, I don't know, big old, LR, NR, whatever they went. I can't even remember what the numbers were, but they didn't go off of, dimensions. They went off of letters. But anyway, it had a 289 in it, 4-speed, some crazy gears, 456 gears. Had a V-gate shifter. I think it would go like a mother for like a couple city blocks, but it didn't go down the road very good. But anyway, so that car had an impression on me, and that's why I'm building this Falcon. 1962 Falcon. I found a local guy around here on the Central Valley area. He deals in Falcon parts. You see him at the swap meet every once in a while. He said he had a car. I asked him how much. He said 500. I thought, oh man, it can't be any good. So another year goes by. I see him at the swap meet again. I ask him, you got any cars? He goes, yeah, I got a white one. It's $500. I figure I'll go look at it. And it was this one. So it was a Score. Anyway, so that was, 12, 15 years ago. Anyway, so now I'm building a Street Freak. So 1962 Ford Falcon Street Freak build coming your way. I had an intro earlier. And some other things that I don't know what happened to them. I lost them. I lost the intro that I had done earlier. So here's some photos. Here's a short video after I just got the tires on it, and then another little shot there. I'll explain to you. So let's get on this adventure here. First one of many videos on this car. Let's do it. Today is the first day of the rest of her life. She's up off the ground in years and years and years. Today it starts. Today is January, I don't even know, 16th probably. So she's going in. I heard from the guy down the way here that somebody was sniffing around with it with a car dolly, so I figure I better get her inside just to, it's up off the ground, and the adventure begins. All right, at one point I did a complete walk around on this thing, videoed it, and talked about it, but I don't know what happened to that video. So here's some quick shots that I took for a Instagram post. As you can see, it's really clean, a couple small dents in it. Overall, I'm just going to leave the outside, leave the patina. I'm going to paint the inside, paint the engine compartment underneath. So what I'm doing here is I brought it down to my buddy's shop. We put it up on the lift. I brought my tire and wheel that I'm going to run. I figured out what I would consider the adequate clearance between the fender well and the tire. Measured from the floor to the bottom of the pinch weld. It ended up being around 22. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a cart for it. That I can wheel in and out, as well as use as a jig. I can level it up, get it all ready, take all my measurements off of that. So let's get going with the video. Okay, so here's one of the feet for the jig / cart for the gasser. It's upside down, obviously. I got 1.25" all thread. This is 6 inch by 1/2 inch by 8.5 long. I figured out the dimensions so that I could pivot the wheel and not interfere with this. The plan is to mount the car on top of this cart, sitting on the full length of the rockers on the pinch weld. I'm going to weld it on to the cart or to the jig. And then every time I go to work on it, I'll bring it in and I'll level up that jig. The car is going to be level or sit level when it's finished. That's the ride height. That's the plan anyway. So I'm going to set the ride height where the car is going to be finished on this jig, and I'll be able to adjust it just to get it level. So every time I work on it, when I'm putting the frame rails on or working on suspension parts or doing whatever, everything will be level. It's the best way for me in this small shop. I don't have a place that I can dedicate to building a chassis jig. So this is gonna be the next best thing. Won't be measuring off the floor. The floor's not flat, but the four corners, every which direction on this cart will be. So if I have to run a straight edge off the cart to get a measurement, I'll do that, but everything will be leveled off of that. So the build will be leveled off of that. So I got some 3-inch tubing I'm gonna cut up. I'm gonna set it the right height. It's gonna be 22 inches off the ground to the bottom of the pinch weld. That's the desired right height. I have a little bit of adjustment. I can go up from there if I need to, but I shouldn't have to. So I'm gonna get that part built, and then I'm gonna get this thing up on the cart. I'll show you that. Here she is in all her glory. 3-inch 120 wall, 1/2x6. So what I did on me is 2 of these wheels, this wheel and that wheel, which is gonna be in the back of the car. I welded a tab on here. Don't look at my welds. Didn't clean the zinc up good enough. But I welded this tab on here so that I can make the wheel lock. I'm sure you can buy them online or whatever, but I got these at Harbor Freight for 19 bucks. And I just added this little thing in. So that locks that in. Right now they're just tacked on, and to get my buddy, we're gonna flip it over and I'll weld these on. And then this will be done. Ready to go underneath that, which you can't see out there, that thing. Hope to do it today. It's like 1:30. I'd like to get that underneath there and maybe cut that front suspension out, but we'll see. So that's next. Stay tuned. Go ahead. So we got the cart underneath, used the forklift on the back and the front of the lift on the front. Now we got the cart in, we're gonna lift it up and weld the cart to the body. Are you happy with that or not?
Yeah.
Okay, going up. All right, there it is, the right height. Going to get my plasma out, start cutting all this junk out of here, and start cleaning it up. So that's next. Okay. About 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, 20 minutes, 23 seconds to be exact, according to the camera. So clean this stuff up, take it to scrap. And next thing is start to clean, I guess. So, pretty productive day. I'm really happy the way things are going. So, so much to do. Just one bite at a time, right? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I'm gonna clean up this mess. Take this to the scrapyard. Take this to the scrapyard. There's a hood out there. Go to scrap. Got to clean up around here a little bit. So that's next. All stripped out, pressure washed. I got to get rid of the steering box and all that, but that's obviously got to go. So overall, cleaned it up, pressure washed it, gutted the interior, cleaned it up pretty good, pretty solid. There's a hole up there in that corner there, and then there's a little hole back here. This is pretty flaky back here. It's probably gonna need to be changed out once I blast it. I'm gonna blast the bottom and probably blast in here. I'm gonna make it nice inside, but the outside's gonna look rough. So trunk looks good. So yeah. It might be sitting a little higher than I want. I'm gonna see about spring sag, but sneak peek. I could probably drop that back an inch or two, and the front will come down as well. This little nose high, I'm gonna try to get it level, but this is a sneak peek of what we're going for. So next is, I guess, blasting and cleaning and prepping, cutting inner fender wells and stuff out. So stay tuned for that. All right, so that's gonna be it for this video. Next time, cut the glass out. I'm gonna take the gas tank out. I'm gonna start taking it apart. I'm gonna strip it down. I'm gonna blast it. I'm gonna blast it myself. And we'll do that next, so stay tuned. Hey, if you like the video, subscribe so you can stay up on this build. I'm gonna figure out the playlist thing so I can just put all the car stuff in one. I know the channel's kind of mixed up with my work and my play, the Falcons and my play, so I'll do that. So thanks for watching.